Coming to you live from Pelicamp, Starlink permitting. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome one more time, and hopefully, everything will work out great. I see we're already buffering a little bit here and there. And this is the thing. I'm using Starlink, but we just got here, and Starlink sometimes it needs a few minutes, sometimes even hours to find a good signal, and you can tell it's still looking straight up. Eventually, it has to do a little tilt to the north. Once it does that little tilt to the north, then the signal is much more consistent. But for now, I just want to congratulate Sherry Glasscock celebrating 7 months of being a chief pelican head. So thank you, hello fellow pelican heads, and how's everybody? How's everybody doing? The Curtis family, the man, the myth, the legend. Christopher Olson, let's go. I'm Mr. Dylan Reynolds from the great land of Canada. Hope everyone enjoys the show. And the RV DJ, how are ya? The bartender has arrived. This traveler, oh gosh, you're in Florida. Yes, we're back in Florida. It's been a long road getting from there to here. But, by the way, Big Jim Slade, thank you for that super chat. Please say hello to Matthew Slade. Hi, Matthew Slade. And I should be able to see it here, right? Yeah, here we go. So, since we're back in Florida, I'm celebrating with Florida beer, our original Hialeah India Pale Ale from Cigar City. So, cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah, this is the good stuff. Hey, Jim in DC, it's Friday. Hey there, everyone, and congrats, Robert and Lily, on your new ride. Yeah, I'm going to show it to you guys in a little bit here. It's out there. I didn't get a chance to unhitch or anything like that. But hey, Seth Lemons, who is very far away from us. Starlink feed looks good. Yeah, it was a hit or miss there for a few minutes, but it's been pretty solid. Steady, like online. Did it make the tilt already? Let me check. Yeah, it made the tilt, so we're gonna be good. If you have Starlink, you know that at some point it makes that tilt a little bit to the north, and the farther south you are, the more of a tilt it's got. Kind of learned here at Pelicamp to put it somewhere where all the trees. By the way, this is like the jungle. I wish I could show you outside. Maybe next week I'll show you. It's like so overgrown. But yeah. This traveling Robert, went so far west and turned around. So you were going all the way to the Pacific Ocean. Well, even Lewis and Clark, it took them more than a year to get to the Pacific. So we're going to take our time. We'll make it there eventually. Brandy Williams, thank you for that super chat. Hey, Robert, nice truck. Thank you. And it's a... let me get through all these messages here, and I have some B-roll. Of the truck, so I wanted to show you guys. Alicia Boykin Brown, thank you for that super sticker. Thank you. And it's a fan character laughing out loud with tears in their eyes. I love the descriptions that this program that I use, Ecam Live, is a Radusto Forauk from Cap aux Mules in the Madeleine Islands in Quebec. Man, I can't wait to go back north of the border. Robert, if you get a chance, visit the places from Street Food on Netflix. Now that you're in Florida, we're in Florida, not for long though, but yes. We're in Florida. Canopy Films. Please say hello to my beautiful wife, 5 months, Hillary. Have you ever been to Siesta Key, Florida? Best wishes and safe travels. Yeah, Siesta Key, is that supposed to be the best #1 beach in the United States? I've been there. I haven't actually swum in. It was a little too cold, but yeah. Rafael Munoz, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Most important persons in life, mom or dad, both. Both. It took both of them to make me, so I guess they were equally important. Unfortunately, dad is no longer with us, but Steve K, my son, loves your shows. We've made the trip choices based on your shows. I hope those turned out okay. And Jim and DC, Robert did a Forrest Gump, stopped out west and turned around. Where do you resume the trip? Soon, soon. And there were three reasons why we interrupted the trip. Number one reason, I wanted to go to the Winnebago Grand National Rally um, for a second time. Hang out with the people. It's mostly about the people you meet and the people you get to hang out with. Unfortunately, our group, the Towables, is a very small group. And Towables weren't even part of the rally until recently. So, so we're a small group, but like like the Travados, the Winniebees, they have like a huge group, and the Winnebago Echoes, and now the Winnebago. Each category has their own group, and then each state, and some states have large groups. So if you're part of one of those groups, it's a lot of fun. And the gentleman who is organizing the toll bus is doing a great job trying to get things going. But we're still a small group, tight but small. Viajando everywhere por todos lados. Thank you for the super chat. Hola, Robert. Would you please sing happy birthday to my beautiful and wise wife, Roxana? Thanks in advance. Well, happy birthday, Roxana. Happy birthday to you. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. I'm sure all of you are dying to know what happened to the black water tank, right? Is the kind of the title, and this happened right after the rally, and I don't have any evidence or any proof, but I think the guy who does the honey wagon, they did something because as I too late found out, the valve stem was bent and not all the way in. So what happened? I get to Hannibal to our campground, and we're ready to take like the longest shower. We've been kind of dry camping, for a whole week, and we want to take a long shower. Both tanks are filled to the brim, and what happens as I remove the sewer cap? Yeah. What happens when you remove the sewer cap and the black valve is not all the way in, and your black tank is full to the brim? Luckily we had been driving for like 400 miles, so everything was very nicely liquefied and homogeneous. But it's the worst experience in my how many years it's been? 8 years of RV life. And then I'm trying to put that valve back in and it won't go in. And while that happens, I'm wasting precious seconds in which that tank is emptying onto the ground. Luckily, it was gravel and a very porous ground, so it kind of sucked it pretty quickly. But do you guys want to hear the rest of the story? Well, I walked in here. Illy was getting ready to take a shower, and I'm like, "We have to go. We have to leave this campground. We cannot stay here." Of course, she convinced me to go to the office and tell them what had happened. By the way, eventually I was able to put the cap back on, and there was still like half a tank in there. And I contacted Adam in Winnebago, and we found out that there's this dealership within like 5 miles. So we went to the dealership. By the way, I Bowland RV in Hannibal. Great guy, Levi there, and well, he was able to straighten out that valve stem and bring the valve all the way back in. and then he came with a bucket to get all the stuff that was in between the valve and the cap, because we still had some, and he let me fill up with water. We dumped the rest of the gray, and yeah, it was not a good day. I'm still kind of traumatized, but now I know. The more you know, right? The valve is still leaking a little bit, but this, I mean, it's not too bad. Stephen K, we're moving on. Stephen K, can you send a shout out to my son Colin? Hey, Colin. So that's what happened to the gray tank. You need one of those transparent ones. I'm gonna have to get a transparent sewer cap so I know if there's something going on there. So yeah. It was, hey, everybody say hello to my mom. Greetings to everybody, my son and Eli. Welcome to Florida. I'm feeling happy because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like love and peace, mom. Running away, the grown-up choice. Okay, such a crappy situation. Yeah. I mean, I was joking with the Levi at Boland RV, as happens, right? It's, I guess it has to happen to everybody once. It did happen to me. I was not a happy camper. We were not happy campers. So I mean, I was not gonna do I wasn't planning on doing a live stream that happened last Friday, right around the time of the live stream. I was still I was still probably not gonna do the live stream because it was a travel day. I mean, we did from Forest City, Iowa to Hannibal, Missouri. It's a whole okay. Well, that was reason one why I wanted to interrupt this trip. Reason two, actually, I'm gonna show you reason two. And by the way, I posted a video for the patrons and the members a couple of days ago, and someone spilled the beans and posted a screenshot in the Facebook group, which is totally fine because now I'm going to show everybody the reason number two why we interrupted the trip and came all the way to South Carolina. Well, hello, Pelican Heads, and since someone already spilled the beans at the Facebook group, might as well give you a quick tour of the Silverado here, which I am calling, naming, and it'll be christened at some point, Starship. It's called Starship, and I'll show you why in a little bit. First impressions here, it's taller than I was expecting. It is 6 feet 7 inches tall, which might give me problem at some of the older parking garages. It shouldn't be a big problem, but hey, I got the tonneau cover on it. It's got features like the remote control. You can actually open up the tailgate, that kind of thing. I don't know how often I'm really gonna use that, but it's nice to have right there. And it's a noticeably larger cargo capacity here. And what else? Well, let me show you inside. Inside it's really where they really improved actually. Yeah, keyless entry. We have everything keyless entry. I just keep the keys in my pocket, and I mean, look at that. It does that whenever you come in. It's got the trail box graphics and whatnot, and then it's I hit the button there. It'll turn on, and it is very cool. It comes connected to Android, so it does come with that huge map. That's actually native on the truck. That's not my Android Auto. It also has that native apps like Spotify, for example. Or let's see if it connects. I could just go into my Android Auto, and yeah, sometimes it is better to have a cable, but it did connect eventually. So if I want to go reverse, just go reverse, or neutral, and then reverse there. I really like that bird's eye view and the rear camera and all that. And then you put it into parking, and it's kind of unsettling having to do it that way. But yeah, this is just the quick 5 cent tour of the new Colorado. I mean Colorado, the new Silverado trail bus, and this is the what they're calling the 2022 refresh. And I can't wait to start towing with this and actually take it off road at some point here soon. Now, all right, everybody. Thank you, Robert, for that on the field report. Well, you mean there goes Starlink? Did we lose the connection here? Um, and okay, fitting an adventure, nice truck. Ours is about that tall too. The only places we had hitches, our garages so far is downtown St. Pete and New Orleans, but we found other places to park. Yeah, that's exactly my experience. I took it into Charleston yesterday, and the parking garage where I always park in Charleston is 5'6". So I didn't want to risk it. So 5'7", but we found one that was 5'10", and it was fine, you know. And I mean it's larger than I was expecting. I've never owned anything that large, but I think I'll get used to it. Um, let me see some of your. Seth says, "Awesome truck. Let's go back road riding." That's exactly why I bought that truck, because next year I want to take it to Utah and Nevada, Death Valley. You know, all these places that have all these off road. I mean, maybe not all of them I'll do with the trailer in tow, but I'd like to visit some of those remote places that are only accessible with a 4x4 truck, and it seems very capable. Jim and DC, and it still had that new Starship smell. Yeah, Captain Picard told me about this, the new Starship smell, and yeah, Remy Passion, congratulations, Robert. That was a beautiful truck. Does the truck have a remote start? Yes, it does. It was buffering all enough, but it's fine now. Yeah, I'm sure we got an outage at some point here. Um, I mean, we've always had outages in Starlink. Yeah, yeah, I see the outages there. We've always had outages in Starlink here at Pelican because of all the trees. But what happened to the Colorado? I traded it in. And by the way, I want to thank Joe Ferry from Ferry Chevrolet in Orangeburg, South Carolina. He got me a great deal, and he took the Colorado in, and it was probably the 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 most painless or pleasant vehicle buying experience I've ever had. So yeah, it goes without saying. I did, and I don't usually keep those stickers advertising the dealership in the back of the truck. I usually remove them, but this one I'm gonna keep because at least for a while, because it was a very good experience. Ferry Chevrolet in South Carolina, in Orangeburg. If you ever happen to be there, they're good people. They've been around since what's it say there, 1926. One way or the other. His great grandfather started the Ford dealership back in the 20s. Could you please say hi to my wife, Donna? Hey, Donna. Oh, Donna. Oh, Donna. I think we just had an outage again. Um, Robert, are the seats more comfortable than the Colorado? And Illy can attest to that. Yes, they are. Uh, she usually takes a nap, when we are like, oh, the truck is gorgeous. Happy travels to you. And Illy, hopefully, see you on the road. Marky G, love my trail bus, but my Colorado ZR2 Dusk Edition is my favorite truck. This is ZR1. I didn't want to go with the ZR2. It has the 5.3 V8. Traveling Rover Starship Captain, the Highlander. So we now know where you stand on the truck debate, huh? Yeah, I think I'm going to be a Chevy guy for now. I mean, the Colorado was, I mean, you have to be loyal to what's good to you. And the Colorado, really, 124, was it? 1,000 miles? And it was basically oil and gas. I mean, I changed the air filter twice, and that was it. That truck was. Darlene Barcelona wants to know if Illy likes the truck. She likes it. Actually, she drove around the campground this morning. Watch out for the auto tailgate accidentally dropping and hitting your jack or hitch. Yes, Actually, I'm gonna put something because it does. It doesn't hit the hitch. Well, the hitch is alone, but when you are hitched to the trailer, it does hit the top of the the hit the A-frame there. So oh, we are offline. We are offline. Okay, we lost the signal. We're gonna wait, and we are back. We are back. Gene Aragon, do you have four-wheel drive now? Yes, I do. I haven't really tested it out yet, but I do. It's a trail bus ZR1, and it has the low and high 4x4 and auto 4x4 and all kinds of automatic features. So, and here we have a Ram person, Mr. CLT. Hello there. Hello, Robert, and your Pelican heads out there. Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome, Alex. Would like a review on the new truck after you have put few miles on it. Yeah, we've only put. I mean, barely broke it in. I tried to drive as much as possible yesterday. That's why we took a day trip to Charleston, because I wanted to put. We didn't get to put quite 500 miles on it, but we put like 350 miles, not towing. And then I took it easy until we hit the 500-mile mark, and then uh, I'm trying to see some of your messages here. It does tow a lot better than the Colorado. You feel you still feel the trailer back there, but much less. Um, Very nice truck. What's the tow rating? I believe it is 9,200 pounds. So it's at least 2,000 pounds more than the Colorado, which is good. Um, the only thing, and I knew this was going to happen, I didn't know it was going to be this different. There are two things that I don't like. Only two things right now. Everything else is like awesome. Two things that I don't like. It's towing. I have barely cracked 10 miles per gallon. It's been 9.5, 9.8, and not towing. I barely cracked 20. And with the Colorado, it was high 20s not towing and up to 13 not towing. So yeah, it consumes a little more fuel than the Colorado. Luckily, gas prices are coming down a little bit. And the other thing that I don't like, I don't care if they put that Bose sign on the speakers. It's not. It doesn't sound Bose quality. At least to my ears, it doesn't. But maybe I'm just getting used to it. This is V8 since my 1978 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. So, Cisse, how about a larger camper? And I'm thinking actually going back to a smaller camper. And I'm sorry we're buffering from time to time. That's just no highs, no lows. Must be Bose. Yeah, but Bose used to be like really good, and I have the highest and the lows cranked up to the max. But believe it or not, the Colorado to my ears sounded better. But hey, it's a minor. I'm also testing it out with Sirius XM radio, which we know it compresses the crap of that. I would love to like. I might get like a CD player and put it through the input and see what it sounds like with uncompressed audio. Hello from Stuttgart, Germany. Like the truck, how's the ride comfort? It's a lot more comfortable. Yes, it's. I'm not gonna say it's day and night, but it's much better than the Colorado for sure. Less tiring to drive, and I can't wait to take it on the mountains and then off roading at some point. Hey Robert, how's the MPG with the 5.3 V8? I just said it. It's just under 10 towing, and around 20 not towing. Jim and DC, we really like our Bose. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like Bose. This does not sound like Bose. So, but that's a minor setback in the grand scheme of things, right? Um, yeah, it's probably the nicest thing I've ever bought for myself. But and let me tell you about reason number three why we interrupted the Lewis and Clark trip just as we were in view of the Rocky Mountains. Next week they're putting a roof over Minitini I, and I have to be here. This place is so overgrown. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of plants. And just as I arrived here, there was a wasp nest in my pedestal, so I have to do like insect control. I have to do all kinds of things in here. I mean, 3 months away from Pelicamp, it's like the jungle out here. I wish you could see it. The next week, I'm gonna show you a video actually. Don Barrett Walsh, hello, Illy and Robert from New England. Left the Florida Heat for New England Heat. Over 2,700 miles in 2 weeks. Congrats on the truck. It's a beauty. Thank you. Yeah, I like it, and noticeably more cargo space. Yeah, I just hope my mom can get in it. We have to test that out soon. From Dusty Hoskins, Robert, I have to thank you. You have occupied so much of my kids' time. They love watching Road Trip, and I think has to play every time we get in the car. So if you're ever in Minnesota, I owe you an IPA. Definitely, we're going to Minnesota next year for sure. This year, I doubt we're gonna make it, but next year for sure. And Hakim, hola, Juan. Robert, you still be visiting Sacramento? Maybe, maybe, and that's that. If that happens, that's gonna be like mid-August. So I'll keep you all posted. If you watch the Friday live streams, I'll keep you all posted. G. Williams, congrats on the new truck. Time to toast it. What IPA are you drinking? Well, it seems I'm back in Florida. I was gonna get the one from Gainesville, but this was my first Florida IPA. Highlight from Cigar City in Tampa. Had to do it, and I can see why. It's one of my favorites. All the major automakers are now making a 1500 with a diesel that gets pretty good mileage. Yeah, but I'm still kind of afraid of diesel, and you have to put that DEF stuff. I might come around eventually. Do you have running boards? Yes, it does. It does come with it came with the off-roading running boards. Um, Maurice Jennings, say hi to 2500 HD. Pull a 36-foot trailer. Enjoy your new truck. Say hi to my wife Nancy. Hey Nancy. And I hate the dark interiors. It's not bad. I mean, it's I don't mind the dark interiors, but I do like a light color truck, and in this case, and that's another thing that I have to thank Ferry, Joe Ferry, Chef Ferry, because he ordered the truck, the exact truck that I thought that I wanted, and it's I'm just a little in shock. That's larger than I expected it, but it is what it is. I'll get used to it. Mr. CLT, I'm gonna have to go to Pelicamp once a month for you when you're traveling to do maintenance. Win-win there. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Let me tell you, this place. I kind of like some of the overgrownness of it. It looks very green, but there's a lot of bugs, and yeah, actually a little trimming and bug control. Uh, Rafael Munoz, are you a millionaire? Not quite yet, but I'm working on it. No, I'm not. I just yeah. Well, yeah, I'm a millionaire not exactly in money, but in other important things. I'm definitely a millionaire. Yeah, like I think with the life that I've been able to create for myself here, um, I think I've more than a millionaire. I think I've won the lottery. Really, to be able to do what I love, make a living out of it. Sometimes get to buy nice things like that truck, and and being able to see the country and eventually the world. I don't really need to be technically a millionaire to feel very fortunate for what I have. And I have Ili, I have my mom, I have all of you. What else could I ask for? Mm-mm-mm. I'm gonna do my best to go, but it's gonna be a stretch. I do kind of have to go to the open house in Elkhart, Indiana, which happens like 2 weeks later. But we'll see. If I can make it to the Hershey Harvey show, I will. I promise. But yeah. From Crystal Kitty Cat. Hi, Robert. How long have you been posting travel videos? Oh, this channel officially began in 2010, but probably actually the first travel video that I posted technically was filmed in 2006, and I posted it in 2008, and it was about Bayside Marketplace in Miami. It's still there. It's the third video on this channel. Paulo Delgado, the truck has a sunroof. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Hey, Red Jaguar is here. Congrats on the new truck. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Red Jaguar. Mr. Herbie, we have to hang out, man. We have to hang out. Where does this whole pelican thing came from? Well, the whole pelican head, I don't know if it was Mr. CLT who came up with the pelican head moniker. I think it was him. But the whole pelican is that video actually that I filmed in 2006 and I released in 2008. Because there were a bunch of pelicans at my Bayside Marketplace, and I actually included the clip from the movie Scarface where Tony Montana sees some flamingo on TV and he says, "Money, money, 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 look at the pelican fly." My voice. My voice is still not 100% back. Because, "Money, money, look at the pelican fly, fly, pelican." And and then after a while, I started, whenever I saw a pelican, and we see a lot of pelicans here in Florida, and for a while, a lot of my videos were just in Florida. Whenever I saw a pelican, would say, "Hey, fly, pelican," and before we knew it, we had the pelican heads. So, and I really like pelicans. You know, it's if you see them flying in the morning at dawn, you know, you see them flying by the beach. You know, like it's such an elegant flight of the pelican, and the pelican can fly. Paracord, better late than never. Finally made it to a live chat. It's been a busy summer. It's a cruel, cruel summer. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna try that. You know, I have one of those folding stools, and I'm gonna try that. Um, I mean, I have no problem. Millie has no problem getting in, but my mom, actually, I think this one is easier than the Colorado. Believe it or not, because the running board is narrower. It doesn't stick out as much, and that was the main thing with the running board in the Colorado. It was kind of wide, so. Robert has achieved the American dream. Thank you. Yes, I think so. Do you have a picture of the new truck? Can't wait to see it. If you rewind back to the beginning of the video, I might post a little bit of that video at the end of this video. But I did do a B-roll with the video of the truck. I might replay that at the end of the video so you guys can see it again. Yon Dave, Robert, a musical suggestion. I was thinking you could sing a Doobie Brothers song for this episode. You know, the one that goes Old Black Water, keep on rolling. Oh, maybe. I have a couple of new songs here in my head. I just haven't had the time to put them into music. I mean, I've been running behind editing. Editing takes a long time. By the way, this Sunday's video is not finished yet. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow at some point. I'm gonna process it, which takes 2 or 3 hours, and then hopefully, actually, we're offline. We're offline. Buffer alert. Buffer alert. Obstructed. Offline. Online. We're back online. Yeah. It's traveling around. What's up with the whole pelican thing? Okay. Da da da. Have you ever visited Southern Texas? No, I have to. I do have to go to Southern Texas at some point. We have 500 people watching. All right, this is very cool. Very cool. Can't wait for the new adventures with the new truck. Thanks, Robert and Lily. If you guys have plans to visit Ethiopia, let me know. Ethiopia, maybe someday. I would love to visit Africa at some point, and I would like to visit every continent. To be honest about it, how is it going, camper? Still doing good? You still recommend it? Yes, I mean it's had issues, like every camper does, but we've taken care of them. Like even at the right now at the rally, we had to have our slide serviced, and things like that they happen, and they fix all that stuff under warranty, so it's good. William Kowalski, we would like an update on video of Pelican with all the growth. Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a video tomorrow probably before I whip out the lawnmower that Mr. CLT gave me and start mowing some. I mean, none of the plants that I planted survived, but many other. I mean, it's. I'm looking at the batey, and the batey is like a brush. I'm sure there's like snakes in there. Um, Dave Phillips, I missed the beginning. What make and model, please? It's a 22 refreshed Silverado LT Trail Bus, and yeah, I like it. Mr. Kevin Bentley, thank you for that super chat. Have an IPA on me? I can't. I'm on a diet, but lost 15 pounds. Hey, I need a diet like that too. Maybe I'll start drinking, or stop drinking or something. Using my next drink as an incentive. Well, cheers. And of course, Kevin organized the great Kansas City meetup. What a great meetup that was at Stockyards Brewing Company. I think Kansas City was definitely one of my favorite cities that we visited on the Lewis and Clark trip, and I can't wait to show you that video. We went to this museum at the steamboat. Oh man, I'm blanking. No, it's a steamboat that sank in the Mississippi, in the Missouri, and eventually they rescued it, and and it's fascinating. It's fascinating to see all the stuff that they found, and it's a cool city. It feels safe. It's vibrant, safe, great barbecue. It's got character, and it's great. Uh, John Davidson, I did in Texas go to SpaceX headquarters in Boca Chica when there last year. Pretty amazing. Yeah, that's right by the mouth of the Rio Grande, right? I think I saw it on Google Maps. Yeah, I was doing research to stay on that area. Michael Sullivan found fond memories visiting Bayside Marketplace many decades ago. A group outside was playing some nice music, and I sipped on pina coladas, and we enjoyed a nice bay cruise on the Hard Rock Catamaran. Hey, that nice band playing outside could have been me, because I spent many sweltering afternoons at Sunday afternoons at that stage. Yeah, Boca Chica Spaceport. It's Steamboat Arabia, by the way. Yeah, it was the Admiral Steamboat El Silver. No, Arabia. Just came back to me. Um, are we connected to the internet? Because the chat just stopped. Did you guys stop commenting? Thumbs up. I'm back on the road. We'll be back on the road soon. We're gonna spend probably just a little over 2 weeks in Florida, really. And then we're going back up. Colin McSherrill, hi Robert, are you planning on revisiting Alaska? Definitely next summer. We'll make it happen. I mean, unless we get like another pandemic or something, we're gonna make it happen. Alaska 2023 or bust, and it will be the 13th anniversary of our original Alaska trip, which would be cool. And I drank my whole high life.
You want another one?
Today might be a day that
Wait,
merits.
exactly. The birthday was 2 days ago.
William Irizarry's birthday? Did I miss that? Oh, William Irizarry says, "What's up, Robert? Good luck with the new truck." A little bird told me it was your birthday 2 days ago. So, William, cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños feliz. Te deseamos todos cumpleaños feliz. William Irizarry, happy birthday, brother. Which I think I've met you twice at the Fort Pierce rest area there at the Service Plaza. We have to hang out one of these days for a longer time now that there's no pandemic, or there is, but not as bad as it was when we met the first and second time. John Furch. Robert, every 4x4 needs a nice 40-foot tow rope and a radioactivity GM 30 GMRS, the 5-watt handheld radio, 35 for FCC license. Best wishes. We gotta get that. I'm gonna get at least one of those Cobra CB radios. Is that like not enough cred? You would like to watch Robert Morales playing all afternoon at Boca Chica. Well, I've been to Boca Chica in the Keys, not Boca Chica in Texas, right? Um, from Tocoa River, KOA. I have a feeling I've been there or near there. So, Jim James, cheers on the new truck. Congratulations from New Zealand. Do you guys also call it a ute, or is that only an Australian thing? I would just want to know. And you know who's here? Lisa. Traveling Robert, hello, congratulations on your truck. Hello, Ely. Hello, Ely. Lisa says hi. Uh, Hello, Robert. Gas mileage on the new Stallion. I don't want to talk about it. I mean, it was expected. It's a larger displacement engine, but I was expecting more in the 10, 11 miles per gallon. Towing, I haven't been able to crack 10. It's 9 and a half. We'll see. Maybe we'll get a tailwind, or you should make a song about pelicans flying. I should, actually. Tony 5006. Robert, you will soon settle down with the new truck. It looks gorgeous. Enjoy. Yeah, I just have to get used to it. And right now, I'm having that. I'm not gonna. It's not buyer's remorse by any means, but it's that thing that adaptation process that I missed old Kia for like a year or more, and Eli still misses old Kia. And then some people. There's someone here in the chat that whose name is I miss old Kia. So I miss certain things about old Kia, mainly namely the cassette deck. Not, but you know what I don't miss? Having the power. This day you step on it and it goes. And yeah. When you're gonna visit New Hampshire and see all the sites? Well, we went in New Hampshire. We were in New Hampshire last fall, and we'll be back. I guarantee it. I really enjoyed New Hampshire and Vermont, for that matter. The whole Northeast, and we're gonna go back to also Maine as well. But right now, the plan is whatever is left of this summer slash early fall, go back out west, finish Lewis and Clark route, and as much as possible. Um, and then we're gonna take a break. We have to take a break from traveling probably until January, and then in January I'm going back west, and again after Quartzsite and all this, I want to do all those, some of those off-road, like there's some off-road opportunities in Death Valley that you don't want to do in the summer. You want to do in winter, and maybe do a little bit of snow driving, see how it really does, and maybe South Padre Island, test the 4x4 on the beach, that kind of thing. So,
Mr. Roboto's wife Sue, birthday was this week.
Mr. Roboto.
Yeah.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Your wife Sue was. And my wife Sue's birthday was on Monday. Well, happy birthday, dear Sue. Happy birthday, dear Sue, wife of Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto. I'm gonna play that tomorrow on the new truck. See how it works. I have to work on my falsetto because something is coming here. Super chat. I haven't gotten my voice 100% back, but I guarantee for next week for the Minitini Lounge, I'm gonna have it back. Thank you for that super chat from Bunny Richika. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's like a whole tank of gas. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Hi, Traveling Road. Will you be doing the Miami meetup video? I know. I have to. Maybe next Wednesday. Let me see. I have to see if I have the footage here with me. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in Miami next week, so I'll have all my footage with me next week, and I'm gonna make a special, the Miami meetup special. I have to do it. It's just it's being one of those things that, yeah. Starship Youth, yeah, good one, a good one, Jim. Death Valley will kill your batteries. It will. Why? I mean, there's plenty of solar there. That's for sure. Are you missing Florida? I was just not this heat and humidity and bugs, but you know, yeah, I was kind of missing the familiarity with Florida. You know, Mr. Robato, thanks for the birthday wishes. You appreciate it. Thank you. You're welcome. And Steven Acosta, good afternoon, Robert TGIF. Love the new truck, new Minitini coming next. What's the date? That Silverado will hold a lots of IPAs. Hey, I might start like a mobile tap room or something. You never know. You know, if YouTube fails, right, we can always do that. I was gonna say something and I totally lost my train of thought. Um, Stay at Rocket Ranch when you go into Boca Chica. Yes, I've seen of that place, but you have to like reserve like way in advance, right? El Mandalorian. What's your tank capacity? I think it's 24 gallons. The fuel, I'm pretty sure it's 24. Robert, do you have to put super on letter on the Silverado? No, I'm putting like regular 80, 87 or 88, whatever the cheapest one is. No. And Nathan Hartwig, thank you for the 2%. The truck will break in some better power and gas mileage the more miles you put in it. Oh, that's good news. I mean, I really hope so. I mean, maybe those off-road tires also that maybe they have a little more drag. By the way, very silent. The engine itself is very silent inside, much more silent or quiet than the Colorado. But you can hear a little bit of road noise because of those aggressive tires. Average camper says the bugs are worse than the beginning. Well, it's been pretty bad here, and especially those wasps. This is the third time that I see a wasp nest in an RV pedestal. I live in Inverness, Florida now, but at home and wish I had the funds to do what you do. Mobile tap room, wow. These are $1 million ideas. There you go. Do not go off road in new. Oh, if you in Miami next week, let's do a live watch. If you do the Miami meetup video, I can bring some Pelican Head IPA. Hey,
You can do like a premiere thing.
there's a thought. Yeah, let's do a premiere. Let's uh, let's plan for it. Maybe we can do it like on a Wednesday, so we don't do like a Sunday video. We'll do it on a Wednesday. We'll do a happy hour like Alcazaba nights or something like that. I'm showing my age. Never mind. Really sad. Use only the octane manual calls for. I mean, nobody told me some like expensive cars. Sometimes they say on premium fuel only or whatnot. This one didn't say anything, so I'm putting the least expensive stuff. El Mandalorian, yeah, the piston rings will be sitting better, and in the cylinders as they break in. There you go. So Stephen LePage, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Yes. And Ili got me another beer and I didn't open it. and I should do like this, right? Just in case. Have you guys been watching Breaking Bad? No, what's the Better Call Saul? Cheers, everybody. Today calls for a 2 beer night. Sorry, Mom. South Florida is the hottest I've seen in a while and dry. Need more rain. Stay north. You know what I noticed? Because I've been, Mr. CLT has been to Alcazaba, so there you go. The early 2000s. Never mind. I was gonna say something and I totally forgot. Hey, come RV with me. Thank you for that super chat. My wife, myself, and a couple of close friends are taking our first long trip. We're going to Orlando from Dallas. 32-foot Class C. That's a long Class C, brother, but hey, enjoy. Have a great time. Jeffrey DiBartolo, thank you for that super chat. Congrats on the new truck. I'm sorry. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jeffrey. Oh, I'm getting the hiccups. Hold on. Robert. Seth Lemons is making a margarita. You know what I like to sing? One margarita, two margarita. What are you doing after the chat, Seth? Three margarita shot. Because you know, Seth is like 3/4 of a mile from us, give or take. And I was gonna say about the heat, because I've been away for 3 months, and I'm like enduring this Montana dry heat. I'm like, yeah, it's hot. It's kind of hot, and you forget. You know, we humans are people of short memory spans for the most part, and you forget. And then you arrive in Santee, South Carolina. Oh, this is what heat feels like. Oh my gosh, this is heat. And it's not even 100 degrees, but with 95% humidity, this is heat. And which reminds me, you know, I was in California back in 2019, and you know, we went to Disneyland. This gentleman who worked at Disneyland invited us. He's like, "Oh, it's 85 degrees. It's so hot here." I'm like, "You have no idea what hot is, do you?" It does not get hot in California. I mean, they had a heat wave now. Like yesterday, a couple of days ago, it was like 90 with like 10% humidity. That is not heat. Heat is what we have down here. You know, you sweat and it does not evaporate. You sweat and the sweat stays in you, and it's disgusting. That's heat. And but I love Florida. What can I say? I'm not a native Floridian, but I'm definitely a good transplant. That's for sure. Huang Hawaii Nom. Thank you for a member for 11 months being a chief pelican head. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. Robert. No, you're very welcome. Thank you, thank you, and everybody else for being here and hanging out. You know, my mom says 2 beers is too much. My mom is upset. You see. 2 beers is too much. Then how about one margarita, two margarita, three margarita shot? It's Ask Remy. Hey Remy, our mighty webmaster. It's so humid in Naples. It's humid up here too, man. It's and that's the thing, you know. In Iowa, it was hot. It was disgustingly hot, but it was not humid, and that makes the difference. You know, you put a fan, you're in the shade, and it's kind of bearable, but. You don't mess with the southeast United States and the heat, or anywhere on the east. Actually, I hear New York is miserable too. Like anywhere with. And Dylan agrees with my mom. Thank you, Dylan.
Christopher also is saying good night.
I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Christopher Olson, thank you all for tonight. A good night from Sweden. See you next week. See you next week, Christopher. Thank you for being here. And one of these days, I'm going to visit you in Sweden. I promise. Denver. Oh, TK. I'm going to go to Denver soon, actually. Denver has been rather cold this summer. other than a few days when it was in the high 90s. Yeah, it's hot and humid in New York. Yeah, I hear New York is miserable in the summer. Found the New Hampshire video. Watching now. That's my home state. Well, I hope you like it. I really enjoyed New Hampshire for sure. One beer is just to rehydrate. No worries. There you go. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Two beers are too much, but not two cervezas. Let's go get some Coronas or Dos Equis or Modelo. That way, it's Seattle area, 95 degrees, 40% humidity is hot. Yeah, yeah, that'll be hot. 95 is hot. I've been in Texas with 100 and no humidity, and it does feel hot, but it's a different heat. Like you sweat, but your sweat evaporates nearly immediately. And that's the thing here. You're soaking at 80 degrees. You're soaking. So currently 85 degrees with 39 humidity in Pleasant Hill, California. Just saying. That's why they call it Pleasant Hill, because it is. That would be rather pleasant compared to if I step outside right now. Anywho, I was born and raised in Southern California. I moved in 2008 to the South Carolina for 5 years, and I've been in San Antonio, Texas ever since 2013. There you go. Traveling route. Which route would you take to travel the USA in the next 2 to 3 days? I don't know exactly. PM me on that. But we're gonna stay here for a couple of days. Just saying. I just need to take care of things. Need to work on the next video. Need to clear this up a little bit and get everything ready for the folks who are coming next week with the roof to put over Minitini I. Robert, 2 IPAs is just a nice start. New truck trail boasts 5.3. Yeah. Northwest Louisiana is 101 right now. Oh, God bless your soul. I wouldn't want to be there. Ah. Hey, Bob Leach. We really missed you last week. Too bad you had to deal with the black tank. Yeah, it wasn't the best week in my RV life. Let's put it that way. But you have to take the downs so then you can appreciate the ups, right? It can always be up, 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 euphoric all the time because then it, it becomes normal. So sometimes you have to put up with crap to be able to appreciate when it is nice. Hey, Natalie Driscoll, sorry can't join in today. I'm my son's soccer game. Well, enjoy your son's soccer game. I believe you all call it football. So enjoy. And Huang. So one of the days I'm gonna pronounce it right. Huang. Super chat. Thank you so much. The rainforest falls in Puerto Rico feels great after snorkeling on the beach. There you go. I want to go to El Yunque in Puerto Rico. Maybe next year we should visit La Isla del Encanto. I was just listening to a podcast, one of those boring long drives, and they're talking about all the national forests we have in the U.S. And then they were talking about El Yunque, which is the only national forest in the island of Puerto Rico. And I've heard of El Yunque many times. I even have family members who have been there. But when I went to Puerto Rico, I just visited. I mean, we were there for like 2 days. Let's face it. We just rented a car and visited the no longer being there. The radio telescope, Arecibo telescope, and the Camuy Caverns, which were incredible. And then we went all the way to the west to Rincon, and we didn't see Ponce. We just ran out of time, really. So there. And it was Easter weekend, so a lot of things were closed on the day we wanted to see them. So it was one of those. It's been a long time. I still had my long hair. Yeah. Ask Remy, can someone tell me what happened to the black tank? Oh, brother, you're gonna have to rewind, man. Be kind. Remember to rewind. I'm not telling that story twice. Traveling Robert, which podcasts are your favorites? I have several, but this was
Atlas.
RV Atlas. And I listen to Mike Wendland, of course, Mike and Jennifer. I listen to Leo Laporte, This Week in Tech from time to time. I listen to Marquez Brownlee. I listen to RV Miles. Many things. I listen to many things. Hardcore History with Dan Carling. Many. El Yunque was featured in the back of the U.S. quarter in the year 2012. There you go. That's really cool. So, Keith Ratchet, happy Friday, Robert. I'm late to the party, but better than ever. You know that thing on your, that rock on your profile picture there? That's gonna be this Sunday's video. Dookie Champs, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. I was in Cocoa Beach, Florida, and I was melting from the humidity and my Latino heat. And we're from the Caribbean. We are used to that humidity and that heat. But I don't know. I don't recall. And I grew up with our air conditioner, but we had the ocean breeze. We lived in an island, and there was a little bit of ocean breeze all the time, or most of the time. But maybe there was that Russian fan that we had, but either or. I remember growing up with our air conditioner and we survived, but now I can't. Thank you, Mr. Carrier, for inventing air conditioning. When are you going to Maine, Mount Katahdin? One of these days. I can't wait to go back to Maine. And I got a notification. Your weekend. I don't know. For long drives, it doesn't get any much better than a highly interesting podcast. And of course, I have several playlists on the Spotify. And I have satellite radio, which I may or may not keep. Excuse me, I don't know yet. And I have audiobooks. Like when I was doing the Lewis and Clark trip, I was listening to Undaunted Courage, the Lewis and Clark book on the on Audible there. Hello, Robert. It's a perfect summer Friday in northern Minnesota. There you go. I bet you it's not as hot. By the time the AC guy tried it, we had to wait a long time testing. Looking forward to Sunday's video. Blowing Rock, North Carolina is awesome. I couldn't get to the very top that day because of the weather. Made it slippery. Awesome, you going there? Yeah, that was back in May, but I'm behind. I've been behind for like the past 3 years. So, Remy, congrats on the new truck. Thank you, Remy. It's not quite the monster truck that you have, but I'm getting there. Jim and DC, lots of idea from the Black Tank video segment. Most of them stink though. Yeah, they do. Mr. Dylan Reynolds, question: where will the next Minitini Lounge take place? I'm gonna tell you right now, and it all depends on my voice. My voice has had some ups and downs over the past few weeks. Maybe it's you've heard it. But if all goes well, the most likely date for a Minitini Lounge is going to be August 6th, if there is one. And Ely says no, but I say yes. And now she says yes, because she saw the calendar together with me. If there is a Minitini Lounge, August 6th.
6 or 7.
We should do it on a Saturday. So Sunday's video day. I don't want to do it on a video day. So Saturday, August 6th. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and if it happens, it's gonna be there. So that's that. Adventures with Bill. Hey, Bill in Utah. Congratulations on getting a Silverado. We love ours. Bill in Utah, and now I can take all those off-roading roads in Utah. I want to take there's the one, of course, the famous one in Canyonlands, but there's one that I marked. There's one in Capitol Reef that I want to take too. So, what location does the Lewis and Clark journey continue? Well, we have to go back to Three Forks. That's where we ended. That's where we interrupted it. Three Forks, and I'm not gonna let you. We're gonna rush through it a little bit. We're gonna linger in many places, but we're just gonna, go from Three Forks to to the Oregon coast, uh, relatively quick, maybe 10 days at the most, and we'll finish that route because my goal is to make like a documentary about following in Lewis and Clark's footsteps. Then there's something that we didn't do that we might do and insert at a later date, and that is the Missouri River breaks. I know there is an outfitter that takes you to the Missouri River breaks, and that's not accessible by car or by anything. So that's something that we're gonna do soon. So and the RV DJ is celebrating 25 months of being a Chief Pelican Head. We'll send you a link for the intermission if you'd like. Definitely, absolutely. Thank you, Sonia. The intermission is yours as always. And man, 25 months. I'm trying to do my math here, but that's over 2 years. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Dookie Chips, you have to name your Silverado. No, I'm calling it Starship because I don't know if you saw the B-roll, but it has all these screens inside, and to me it looks like the Starship Enterprise. So yeah. What, troll alert? What happened? We have a troll? Well, I see CLT2 curve earlier. I'm so glad to have all you moderators moderating. Because for me it will be impossible to monitor the chat uh, effectively. To be honest about it, so and bet towing with the Silverado has to be fantastic. It is a lot nicer. I mean, the Colorado did a commendable job. I mean, it did it. It every time, even the tallest mountains. But it would rev up. This thing is like I love the sound of a V8. I don't know. It's a big sucking sound, like Ross Perot would say. Big sucking sound once you accelerate, and it's a big sucking sound on your gas tank. But oh man, yeah, you're old enough to remember the big sucking sound. Yeah, never mind. Four-wheel driving Utah. Be careful out there. You don't have off-road experience. I got stuck outside of Moab in my Ford Runner and was not fun at all. Yeah, well, I'll take it easy. I'm not gonna jump off the deep end here and go in a terribly muddy road, but this truck seems capable. I'm not gonna go like super crazy off road. I just want to be able to have a little extra traction if I need it. Mark Armstrong, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Robert, you need to put out new content. We're running out of things to watch.
Every Sunday
There's something new every Sunday. That's as much as I can do. And every Sunday is over half an hour most of the time, and I hope that's enough. Otherwise, go back to summer 2018, 2019. There's a lot of older videos, but Dylan, I'm wondering when will the next live podcast of your Living the RV Dream podcast YouTube channel? Probably that week that I'm gonna be in Miami. Actually, probably that week that I'm gonna be in Miami. Traveling Robert says, engage. Warp 9. Sue got the trolling first. She's fast. Yeah, Sue is the best. Sue is good. Sue is good about that. mm. Remy, I'm a troll. Yeah, I know you're a troll too. Anyway, Joan W. By the way, I have a good spot in Western Michigan for you to visit near Wildflower Sanctuary. Walking distance to a butcher that makes bacon cheddar burger patties. Oh man, now you got me. Now you got me. You have a striking resemblance to Chuck Norris. Did anybody ever tell you that? Vagando everywhere. Does the truck have a rear locker? No, it doesn't. But I have a nice the tonal cover that it's pretty good actually. Traveling Robert, yes, Robert, you have a real truck now. Welcome to the club. Well, the Colorado wasn't manly enough. I know. I like the new truck. It's there's nothing like the sound of the V8. Love it. Yeah, and that exhaust tone. No, what do we call it? Exhaust note. Uh,
Oh, Amaranto.
oh, that's good.
Amaranto Cabrera.
Amaranto is here. Where's Amaranto?
Really?
Happy Friday, Robert. Has the new truck. Thought of a name? Yeah, it's. Oh, well, hold on. I clicked on Remy by mistake. Amaranto. Here we go. I'm calling it Starship, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, and by the way, it has this thing. Oh, I discovered it today. You're driving on the road, and let's say you're like goofing off, and you get too close to that yellow line, and it goes up. Zoom. It nudges you back up. I mean, in fact, I took my hands off the wheel, and it went to the yellow line, and it went back in. And then it went to the white line on the side, boom, and it went back in. And all of a sudden, up, take the wheel, take the wheel. I'm like, okay, I'll take the wheel. It's not like auto drive, but it's got features. I'm like, yeah, look at this thing, and it's supposed to brake automatically if you're about to get into a fender bender. I have not tested that yet. But the one that actually not just you back into your lane, that one works, and it works great. It's actually kind of unsettling because sometimes you're going through a curve and it like vroom, it helps you out like to turn. It's uh Phyllis saying no, like I shouldn't do
No,
that.
Mr. Rosa says that now that you have the new truck, it's time for a train horn, like keep your day trip. No, I'm saying no.
Yeah, I need to get a compressor. Yeah, because sometimes you have to lower the air, the psi on the tires if you're gonna take like a dirt road and you need a compressor. Actually, that's a great idea. There are several good traveling horror movies out there. Thank you, Mr. Jim in DC. Blowing Rock Brewery has a great IPA. I hope you tried it. No, we didn't. We didn't go to the Blowing Rock Brewing. Next time. Next time. Is the new truck have traction controls? Remin Passion, it has all kinds of. It has the IntelliTracks, and it has all kinds of electronic traction controls. Yeah, uh, but I mean, I've only had it for 48 hours, so I haven't been able to test everything out. But we will. Yeah, the train horn. I'm thinking about it. Maybe when I go through a tunnel.
No.
My mom says, "My beloved son, congratulations on your new silver truck." Thank you, Mom. Thank you. I'm still having the second beer, but thank you. Cheers. Yeah, and I'm sure you're gonna be able to get on it. I'll bring a banquito. It's a little stepping stool. Robert, do you have to get the new truck into the intro? I know. I know. But for now, we're gonna take it, in stages. I might film a new, actually here at Pelicamp. I might film a new, like me going away with the truck, and then I have to go either to the Keys to film that, over the bridge. But actually, we're really close to Cedar Key, and I think there's a bridge going into Cedar Key. We might do it there. But in any case, you're not gonna see the new truck in regular videos until like 3 months. So I have time. I have time to do the new intro. Um, Don Pemberton, we're looking at setting up our 4.5 acre land to park our RV with full hookups. Any advice? Sorry, Pelican videos. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's everything is gonna cost. There's a cost associated with everything. Depends where you are. The well can be 4,000 or 10,000. Depends where you are. Septic, it's around that ballpark. And then power, it depends how much you can do yourself and how much it is. My advice is just take it little by little. Do one site if you want first, and take a look. Thank you, Dylan Reynolds. Congratulations on the new car. And let me see. I hate that auto braking and also brakes when it reads a stop sign. Well, this one doesn't. This one reads speed limits but not stop signs. Thankfully, and Lily says smiley face with a tongue. Are you sticking your tongue? Newer vehicles are too smart. I'm always telling mine to stop and let me drive. I know, I know. Nothing like a carburetor, man. The new movie Minions is pretty good. Did you watch it? I haven't been to the movies in a long time, but I love that Despicable Me series. So that's probably gonna be one that we're gonna watch soon. Actually, and right now the main thing we're watching is Better Call Saul. A new song is brewing. I hope about the new truck, my mean Starship. There's a song brewing about Lewis and Clark, and there's a song brewing about South Dakota. South Dakota deserves a song. Oh man, I had been to Mount Rushmore, but I had no idea the Black Hills were gonna be that amazing, amazing, really. Your Mid Atlantic videos are one of my favorites. No, thank you. I'm so glad you like those. And hey, wow, Ili, I didn't know you were there. Say hello. Well, Ili is always here, by the way. Well, most of the time, he's here. When we have internet for both of us to be on, she's here. Are you on Pelicamp?
No,
You're on Pelistar?
no,
You're on AT&T?
no, Minitini
Really?
III.
Yeah, that's new. We have T-Mobile now here at Pelicamp. Very, very marginal T-Mobile, but we have T-Mobile. We didn't have T-Mobile here before. Is that the time? 7:22. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? We should start wrapping this up, shouldn't we? Because I think Seth has some margaritas waiting for us.
Oh, yeah.
I think he texted me earlier. Heard that?
Really?
I've been neglecting my. No, he's just going to get some ice. You all need anything? One margarita, two margaritas. And Alex Cruz is going to help us install an air compressor for the truck. That way we can raise the back, right? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, airbags. We should get airbags too. While we're at it, there should be a Disney movie with traveling robot included. Yeah, only if I can be on Disney Plus. That's all. Right next to El Mandalorian. According to the map behind you, you need to go to Maine, as I do. Well, this the map here. I've been to Maine. Well, where's Maine here? Ever so briefly, but this map is only for Minitini III. This is because really in an RV I've already been to the lower 48. So yeah, a full map is no fun. So every time I change trailers, I'm starting a new map. Ili like the truck. She likes the very comfortable passenger seat. Yeah. Guillermo Escala, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Lisa says they installed another tower. The signal works great now, Robert. Yeah, we have a little AT&T, a little bit of Verizon, and now we have T-Mobile too. Which, okay, I'm not gonna say it works great. out here. Maybe where you are, you are a few miles to the northwest of us. Um, but at least it works, right? Right? I mean, we are in the, that's why this was one of the first regions in the southeast where Starlink became available. Starlink was not available in Perry; it was available out here where there's no signal, and that's what Elon Musk has been doing. So check out Roadmaster Active Suspension instead of airbags. Yeah, this could become a very expensive slippery slope here now, upgrading the new Silverado Starship. Traveling around to be your chat. Great way to kick off this summer weekend. Yes, it is, as a matter of fact. Actually, I drove almost 400 miles today, so I can use a little bit of unwinding myself. Awesome to test the new truck toy Minitini I. I'm thinking about it, yes. I have to adjust the prop right hitch, but I might do that before I get a. Actually, I'm thinking about doing the new intro with Minitini I and the new logo picture with Minitini I because it's gonna be like the truck is silver, Minitini I is gray. It's gonna be almost the same color, and that's why in the beginning, I old Kia was silver. I've always liked silver cars, so yeah. Does Illy ever drive the Arlene Barcelo? Not often. In a pinch, she will. And actually, this morning, she drove the new Silverado for the first time around the campground, and I mean, it just drives like a car. It's just bigger. We have to get used to the size, and that's about it. And with the 360 cameras that it has, I parked in Charleston yesterday at a pretty tight street, like parallel parking spot. No problem whatsoever. Amaranto Cabrera, Robert, definitely best wishes and congrats on your new trail boss. You earned it with hard work and conviction. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. My mom says, thanks, everybody. Lots of blessing. Happy weekend. Happy weekend to you, mom. And then John W. Thanks, Lucky Dog Productions, for not tagging me as a troll. Hey, if you're not a troll, you're not a troll. Karen DeVries, did Apple and Rob sell yet? We don't know. We don't know. We just got here. We hope to see them before we go. So we don't know. What about a T-shirt with all three vehicles on? Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Old Kia, the Colorado, and the Silverado. Maybe we could do it like a train, and then the three RVs in the back. Maybe not. Silver is good, especially in Florida. Reflects most of the heat due to solar. Yes, that's why I've always. Most of the cars that I've chosen myself have been silver, except for that Mercury Capri that I inherited from my dad, and that Kia Sophia that I just bought because that was the one that was available. And the Colorado really was a rush purchase, if you will. My original Colorado choice was a silver one, and then when we were about to sign on the dotted line, we realized that it didn't have a trailer brake. So yeah, it's one of those things. In any case, we've been doing this for an hour and a half. That's like a movie length, so I'm gonna start wrapping it up. And what I'm gonna do, you guys want to see that video again with the truck? I may not do the whole thing, but for those of you who arrived late, here's Starship. Well, hello, Pelican Heads. And since someone already spilled the beans at the Facebook group, Might as well give you a quick tour of the Silverado here, which I am calling, naming, and it'll be christened at some point, Starship. It's called Starship, and I'll show you why in a little bit. First impressions here, it's taller than I was expecting. It is 6 feet 7 inches tall, which might give me problem at some of the older parking garages. It shouldn't be a big problem, but hey, I got the tonneau cover on it. It's got features like the remote control. You know, you can actually open up the tailgate, that kind of thing. I don't know how often I'm really gonna use that, but it's nice to have right there. And it's a noticeably larger cargo capacity here. And what else? Well, let me show you inside. Inside it's really where they really improved. Actually, yeah, keyless entry. We have everything keyless entry. I just keep the keys in my pocket, and I mean, look at that. It does that whenever you come in. You know, it's got the trail box graphics and whatnot, and then you know, it's I hit the button there. It'll turn on, and it is very cool. It comes connected to Android, so it does come with that huge map. That's actually native on the truck. That's not my Android Auto. Or you can. It also has that native apps like Spotify, for example. Or let's see if it connects. I could just go into my Android Auto, and yeah, it's sometimes it is better to have a cable, but it did connect eventually, and now I'm connected to my Android Auto, and I could access all my apps or my contacts, my favorites through here. It's actually very cool, very cool. So I hope you guys like it. I certainly like it. It's gonna take some adaptation to get used to all this new electronics, like the shifter, for example. You know, it's all electronic. So I'm on drive, I'm on low. If I want to go reverse, just go reverse, on neutral, and then reverse there. And it's got all kinds of cameras. I really like that bird's eye view and the rear camera and all that. And then you put it into parking. And it's kind of unsettling having to do it that way, but yeah, this is just the quick 5-cent tour of the new Colorado. I mean, the new Silverado trail bus, and this is what they're calling the 2022 refresh. And I can't wait to start towing with this and actually take it off road at some point here soon. Now back to the studio. All right, that's it for the trucks. Actually, I want to acknowledge here Tyrone Wicks. Hello there. Ambrioix Reyes, Darlene Barcelo, Texas Gina, Don Holloway, Robin Minkler, my mom. Those seats are comfy. Yes, they are. Dusty Haskins, hi Robert. Starship is a beauty. This is the first live I've tuned in, and I've tuned in to my 3-year-old keeps saying Robert, and with hey 3-year-old, hello there. And Seth, where's my margarita? Jim in DC, get a vanity plate, Robert. Maybe I should. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, or today, or this morning if you are in Australia. And I'll see you next week. Next week from Pelican headquarters in Flagami, Miami, at the Flagami studio. How much it was? You don't want to know. As I'm riding in my RV. Minitini Lounge next week. And wherever I want to be, because I'm free. With Traveling Robert. Discovers strange new cities or states to boldly go where no RVer has gone before. Good night, everybody. See you next Friday. Have a great weekend. Happy trails to all of you, and I'll see you next Friday. Same time, same YouTube channel, different location.